Welcome to Module 2, Structuring Your Email. In this module, we'll break down the key components of a well-structured email. Writing a professional email isn't just about what you say. It's about how you organize your message so it's clear, polite, and easy to understand. Here's what we'll be covering. The subject line, we'll learn how to make it clear, concise, and impactful. The salutation, we'll explore the right ways to open an email. The body, we'll look at how to organize your thoughts, keep it focused, and get your point across effectively. The closing, we'll go over what to say and how to end on the right note. Example email. And finally, we'll put it all together and review a sample email that follows the best practices we've discussed. Let's dive in and learn how to write emails that are clear, respectful, and professional from start to finish. Let's start with the subject line. The subject line is the first thing your recipient will see. It's like the headline of a news article. It should immediately convey the purpose of your email. Let's look at a quick example. In this example, the subject is too vague. What kind of meeting? With whom? When? It's not clear. Now let's look at another example. Now this is much better. It's clear, specific, and tells the recipient exactly what the email is about. Here are some pro tips for writing effective subject lines. 1. Keep it concise. Ideally, stick to 5 to 8 words. Long subject lines can get cut off, especially on mobile devices. 2. Avoid vague or overused words. For example, using terms like urgent or important too often can reduce their impact. Only use them when it's truly necessary. Let's now talk about a small but very important part of your email, the salutation, or the greeting you use right at the beginning. Your salutation sets the tone for the entire conversation. It's the first impression you make, and it plays a big role in showing professionalism and respect. A well-chosen greeting helps the recipient feel acknowledged and respected. And just like in a real conversation, the way you start matters. It should match the recipient's role and your relationship with them. Now, how do you choose the right salutation? For formal communication, use greetings like "Dear Name" or "Hello Name." These are safe, professional, and widely accepted. In semi-formal situations, like messaging a teammate or someone you work with regularly, a simple "Hi Name" works just fine. But avoid using overly casual greetings like "Hey" or "Yo," unless you have a very informal relationship with the person. In a professional setting, it can come off as too casual or even disrespectful. Pro tip: always double-check the spelling of the recipient's name. Nothing feels more impersonal than a misspelled name. It shows a lack of attention and effort. Taking a few seconds to verify it makes a big difference. So remember, a thoughtful and respectful salutation isn't just polite, it sets you up for a positive and professional exchange. Next, we'll move on to the main part of your email, the body. Let's now talk about the body of your email, the main content where you actually deliver your message. A well-written email body should follow a logical flow so that the reader can understand your message easily and respond appropriately. We can break it down into 3 simple parts. 1. Opening. Begin with a polite and professional greeting and clearly state the purpose of your email. For example, "I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing to discuss the upcoming project deadline." This sets the context and prepares the reader for what's coming next. 2. Details. Now provide the necessary information clearly and concisely. Don't write long paragraphs. Instead, use bullet points or short sections for easy reading. Here's an example. Task: submit the final report. Deadline: November 25th. Contact: reach out to name for questions. This structure helps the reader scan and understand the key points quickly. 3. Call to action. Always close with a clear action item or request. Let the reader know what you need from them. For instance, could you confirm your availability for the meeting by Thursday? This makes your message complete and actionable. Pro tip: if your email is a bit long, use bold text or simple headings to highlight the key information. This improves readability and ensures your main points aren't missed. So remember, open with purpose, present your message clearly, and end with action. That's the structure of a strong email body. Up next, we'll learn how to wrap up your email with a professional closing. Now let's talk about the final part of your email, the closing. Just like a good introduction sets the tone, a good closing leaves a lasting impression. It should be polite, respectful, and match the overall tone of your message. Use a courteous sign-off that reflects professionalism. Some common formal closings include best regards or sincerely. These are classic, safe choices for any formal or business-related email. If you want a slightly warmer tone, especially in more familiar settings, you can go with warm regards or kind regards, still professional, but a bit more personal. And here's something many people forget: your email signature. Always end your email with a professional signature that includes your full name, your job title or role, and your contact details, like a phone number or company website if relevant. Pro tip: keep your closing consistent with the tone of your email. If your message was formal, keep the closing formal too. If it was more casual, like when emailing a colleague, you can be a bit friendlier. To sum it up, a respectful sign-off and a complete signature show attention to detail and professionalism. They help you end the email on the right note. Coming up next, we'll look at a complete example of a well-written email to see how all these elements fit together. Let's take a look at this example and see how it reflects everything we've learned so far about writing a well-structured email. First, the subject line is clear and specific. Instead of just saying update or project, it tells the recipient exactly what the email is about, an update on the marketing campaign. That's effective and professional. Salutation: hi, recipient's name. The greeting is warm, yet appropriate. Since this appears to be a semi-formal or internal message, hi works perfectly here. Opening line: this polite opening sets a positive tone and clearly states the purpose of the email right at the beginning. Details section: the email is neatly divided into bullet points under 2 headings. Completed tasks, pending tasks. This is a great example of making content easy to scan and understand. The reader immediately sees what's done and what still needs attention. Call to action: this is a clear and direct request. It tells the recipient exactly what needs to be done and by when. Closing: the closing is friendly yet professional, matching the tone of the rest of the email. And it ends with a proper email signature, which should ideally also include your job title and contact info, depending on the context. So overall, this email checks all the right boxes. A strong, clear subject line, a polite opening, well-organized body with bullet points, a clear call to action, and a courteous closing. This is exactly how a professional email should be structured. That brings us to the end of Module 2, Structuring Your Email. Up next, we'll dive into Module 3, where we'll explore the importance of language and tone in email communication. See you there.